Hey there, I have decided that I am in post-vacation blues. I'm just trying to recover here from everything that we did the last 2.5 weeks or so. And man, it's a struggle. That 11-hour flight back from Frankfurt, no bueno. It hurt my back, I think. So, I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and it was a couple of health coaches, and they were talking about, and they weren't affiliated with my company at all. They, seem like they have a huge business, and so they were talking about complete transformations and how just eating food is just mechanics, and there's so much of a head game, and so one of the things that they talked about is with their clients, their people that they help lose weight, how some of them gain their weight back, and not all of it necessarily, but say if someone's lost like 200 pounds and they've gained back 40 or 50, so therefore they're not really as healthy as they were. And so when they go back and they try to figure out, well, what happened, it comes down to one decision that person made. So I've always kind of known that this was true. Always one of my struggles is I would be doing really good on a health plan or a diet or whatever you want to call it. Maybe a fitness training plan, whatever it is. You're in your groove, doing your thing. You've got a lot of momentum, and nothing's going to stop you. And then something happens, that kind of, uproots your life. Maybe a big family incident occurrence, or maybe you go on vacation. And this can be a problem. And I've always known too that coming back from vacation, getting back in that groove is really hard to do. And so that is such a struggle. So I am struggling this week, not only with the jet lag, but just getting back to what needs to be done. And it was really helpful listening to that podcast the other day, because hearing these other health coaches and how they've helped so many people, and these are truly really, really obese, morbidly obese people that have needed to lose 200, 300 pounds, so really, really bad shape. And hearing that when the wheels fell off, these people made their goal weight, they did everything, they felt great, and they had worked on not just with their eating, but also with the head game and with self-improvement and loving themselves. It came down to one decision that kind of set them off the rails. So like this one guy said, he had lost 200 pounds and he had gained back like 60, and so he was upset. And so when they were talking to him about this, like what happened, let's go back and figure out, when did the wheels fall off. He said he was in a gas station, and he was going over to the fountain drinks, and he was going right to the Diet Coke, which I don't even do sodas, so I can't relate to this, but we all have our vices. But he was going over to the soda machine, and right at the last minute before hitting the Diet Coke, he saw the regular Coke, and he filled up the regular Coke. And he said from that moment on, something snapped, and he just kind of lost it from there. And I could so relate to that. I've always kind of known that was true. I've always kind of known that sometimes there's just this turning point where you're doing everything just right, and then something happens, you take a big vacation or something, and you come back and you can't get back on track. So I have really been working on myself just in the last 2 days to get my head back on straight, and kind of rediscover my whys and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And one of the things that really helped me was asking yourself 2 questions. And one question is, if you had all the time and money in the world, like unlimited, so you didn't have anything holding you back, what is it that you would do? If you think about how much of your day is driven by things that you have to do? Maybe the job that you don't really care that much about. So you go because you need to pay the mortgage and take care of the kids and whatever you need to do. Would you have that job? And what else would you do if you had unlimited time and money, resources to do whatever it is that you wanted to do? And then the second question to ask yourself is, if you were diagnosed with a fatal disease or illness or something along those lines, and you had only a week to live, what would your regret be? What is it that you would regret? And so that really helped me kind of list what's important to me. What are my whys for what I do as far as for my health and for my finances, and for helping others find that happiness and that freedom. It really did help me out quite a bit. So my post-vacation blues, got to get back with it, and get back on my eating program and what I need to do to take care of myself, because my whys are too important to me. And writing them out this morning was it was a freedom. And also posting them on the refrigerator so that the rest of the family can see them. They're also on the wallpaper of my phone so that I will see them every day, many, many times, and to help me free up what it is that I need to do to take care of myself, for my health, and just for the rest of my family. So find out what that is, ask yourself those questions, and see what your whys are and why you want to do what you want to do, and what difference you want to make in the world, and how much you want to help people or not help people. That's up to you. So, another thing that these health coaches brought up is that oftentimes people who struggle with our weight, this is a characteristic thing that happens. So say if one of our friends says, hey, can you go pick up my kids at school, at say 2:30 because I can't do it. And you say, sure. Do you go and do that? Absolutely. You go and do it because you said that you would. So what's the difference in that in us making promises to ourselves? So if at the beginning of each year, 2016, 2017, and we say, oh, I'm gonna start a new health plan, and I'm gonna get healthy, and I'm gonna do this and do that. How come we don't keep that promise to ourselves? And what is it that once we fail at that one time, 2 times, 3 times, that it just becomes this self-fulfilling prophecy of failure? And how are we going to kick that? So what do we have to do to get back on it? And one of those things is to have your whys, to know why you want to do what you want to do, and to have them posted to where you see them every day. And that will be a great motivator. So I'm motivated. I'm just going to try to get over this jet lag. I don't know what my problem is, why I can't seem to get past it. I told Mike, this has been one of the most exhausting trips for some odd reason. I must be getting old. So I don't know what it's going to be like one day, because I know I want to go to Asia, to China or Japan or, Singapore. And I don't know how I'm ever going to get over that if I can't get over a little 11-hour flight from Frankfurt. So anyway, happy Thursday, and you all have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.